बातों पर लेकर आना, जब तक वो बोलेगा नहीं, आई डोंट थिंक प्रैक्टिस नहीं करेगा तो वो नहीं बोल सकेगा। अच्छा जी, Rukaiya is saying you have mentioned you are behavior specialist, so kindly help me out. My 3.5-year son does not stick to one place for long to do any activity for work. His attention span is a few seconds and he really gets agitated easily. Whenever said no to anything, he get hyper and enraged. How should I deal with such tantrums?
How old is this child again, sorry?
He is 3.5 years old.
Right. There's two arguments there. Your child's 3 years old. So you've described to me a classic 3-year-old. However, if I wanted to think about it in a psychological manner, yeah, okay, so he's 3 years old. How clear are your expectations? So one of the biggest things when I'm working with parents who are struggling is how often do you say please to a child?
Very nice.
My view is you shouldn't be saying please to a child. You should be saying thank you. Thank you indicates that they're going to do it and they've done it. So by saying thank you, so come over here, thank you. You basically said you're going to do that and you're being polite afterwards, of course, and that's really important to establish that with a child. By saying please, you are suggesting that you're insecure in your own feeling. You're going, well, please come over here. Please do what you're told. Your energy is really important. So come over here, thank you. And the expectation is clear. Now, it's obviously really important when you set an expectation, they understand that's what they got to do. Before they do anything else, that's what they got to do. And that, unfortunately, that is a battle. You're not going to see a result straight away. It's probably going to take weeks of that battle. But if you keep an expectation, and obviously they're not going to do their work, they might not be interested. But they also might know, well, if I play up enough, this person is going to give in. So if I just keep doing this for 10 minutes, I'm going to get what I want. So it comes with a level of stubbornness from a parent because the child knows what to do. Now, without knowing that child particularly, I can't observe and make judgments. All I can say is, well, they're 3 years old. Are you saying please too much? How's your energy? And when I talk about energy is how does that person feel around you? Who is actually in control of this situation? Is it a child or is it a parent? Because that's a fundamental thing I find all the time. Who's actually in control? I can observe someone with their child. I can tell them within a couple of minutes who's actually in control.
Who's actually in control?
Yeah. I don't mean physical control. I mean, who has this secure feeling? Children want to feel secure, and our job is to make them feel that way.
Okay. So who is in control? He's saying that he does not know, he has not observed the child. He cannot comment about that particular child, but he is like talking in general and how to another thing I wanted to mention, sorry I forgot, and that is consistency is the key. Because when I'm going to be consistent in my actions, then child is going to know that, all right, now mama is strict, mama is saying no, and she's very rigid, she's not showing any flexibility, and I should step back and I should change my decision.
Absolutely. Your expectation remains the same, and they will soon establish, oh, when mum says this or dad says this, they're not going to budge. They're waiting for me to change my energy and respect that boundary. And if I don't, it's going to be a long day. So they've got.
So you said the battle, exactly. The battle will be there, and he would want you to step back. So वो ये कह रहे हैं, I'm going to translate, वो ये कह रहे हैं कि जी बच्चे जो होते हैं जिद में आ जाते हैं और आपने इसको बड़े ही तरीके से टैकल करना है। आपने देखना है कि क्या बच्चा जो है किसकी बात मानी जा रही है, बच्चा अपनी बात मनवा रहा है या आप अपनी। वो ये कहना चाह रहे हैं कि आपने एक ऐसा अपने और बच्चे के दरमियान लेवल सेट कर देना है कि बच्चे को पता हो कि उसने क्या एक्सपेक्टेशंस रखनी है अपनी मदर से और उसकी मदर कितनी रिजिड है अपने फैसले में। जैसे अगर मैंने अपने बच्चे को कहा है कि आपको मोबाइल नहीं मिलेगा तो वो नहीं मिलेगा, नहीं मीन्स नहीं। आपने फिर रिजिड रहना, आपने फिर ये नहीं करना कि अच्छा चलो मैं दे देती हूँ। अगर आप इस तरह करेंगे तो नेक्स्ट टाइम बच्चा आपको ब्लैकमेल करेगा, इमोशनल ब्लैकमेलिंग स्टार्ट कर देगा और फिर आपको फिर आप मोम पड़ जाएंगी। सो नहीं, आप रिवॉर्ड थ्योरी, व्हाट डू यू से, लाइक वी शुड हैव सम रिवॉर्ड थ्योरीज हियर, and if you will do that then I'm going to give you that as a reward.
Yeah, absolutely. I very much endorse rewarding, but there's got to be that expectation. And obviously, of course, as soon as we do it, reward them. So they associate that particular behavior with that great outcome. Now, again, I'm speaking generally, and I want to make that clear, that obviously having not interacted with that child or observed that child, I'm not saying this advice would be appropriate for that child, but in generally speaking, at cases of children that age and with those particular concerns, that's what I would say.
अच्छा जी, वो कह रहे हैं बच्चे को ज़ाती तौर पे नहीं जानते, उसको उन्होंने कभी ज़ाती तौर पे मुशाहिदा नहीं किया, तो वो पर्टिकुलर जजमेंट उस बच्चे के बारे में नहीं कर सकते। वो जनरल बिहेवियर डिस्कस कर रहे हैं कि कैसे आप बच्चे की एक्सपेक्टेशंस बिल्ड कर देते हैं और कौन सा फॉर्मूला उस सिचुएशन पर लगता है। आपने ये देखना है कि सिचुएशन को कंट्रोल कौन कर रहा है। अच्छा, हुरिया आरिफ is saying, hi Patrick, thank you, and Shanzadal also. Kindly guide me the English reading tips and spoken for my child. So this thing has been covered. What do you say, Patrick? Right?
For reading tips, yeah, I think you've got to just.
Okay, so thank you, Huria. This thing has been covered, and if you guys have any more queries, we will have another session on that, or maybe we will have one session on reading, one on writing, depending upon the needs. Okay. Now, Humaira Khadir is saying, and she has got 3 likes. Maybe more people want to listen to that. Kids don't have routine. Yes, kids do not have routines basically after this pandemic and socialization, and they disobey their parents, managing discipline, routine, and how to plan everyday task according to me. Another person has replied, Mansha Adi, saying on same boat, no routine at all. So basically they are talking about routine, socialization, disobeying their parents, managing discipline, and these are the things that comes from the parents, right? So I want you to discuss the role of the parents as well.
They're having issues with routine with children and their behaviors.
So she's talking about that they do not have routine, socialization, they disobey their parents, managing discipline, routine, and how to plan everyday tasks according to time.
Well, if they don't have routine, that's because you haven't created a routine. So that's the first thing. Like you've got to now manage this particular time with that child, and a lot of children respond to a timetable. Very easy just to get something down each day so they know when they wake up, oh, I'm doing this at this particular time. That makes them feel secure. Security will lessen how much they act out. A child who is insecure will act out. So you do everything you can to establish an expectation of the day, a clear timetable structure, and breaks and rewards. That in itself will establish, well, I know what I'm doing today. I know that if I do this, I'm going to be rewarded. I know where my breaks are. I know what things I'm going to get up to. I feel good about it. A child who's waking up and doesn't know what's going on today is going to act up.
And I would suggest that we should involve our child in making the timetable, and the timetable should be very practical. It should be very practical. We cannot expect something that we know that we are not going to follow that. So first of all, we are going to make the routine, and we being parents have to follow, and then we will ask the children to follow it with us. And the goal should be very realistic and practical. For example, whenever they are going to sit on the table, they are going to discuss the table manners. Then maybe I can ask my child to help me in dishing out, or help me in taking the stuff in the kitchen, or moving out the chairs, setting the table. So these are the manners and basic ethics that we are going to teach. So basically we are going to model these ethics into our children so that they can follow the same steps. Otherwise, if we are fail in making a timetable, see, if I have made a timetable and I have written the time, so it gives a very clear picture to the child, because everything is written on the board and he is going to get the reward as well. So maybe when we have the timetable, a particular timetable and a practical one involving child's need, he has his sleeping time, playing time, everything has been there. So I think there is no harm in disobeying or something, right?
Yeah,
so I'm going
to that time that they don't know what's going on. And obviously, if they then do refuse to do a particular segment, that reward's taken away. There's a cause and consequence for everything.
Okay, the reward can be taken away. All right, so I'm going to translate it. आप एक अच्छा सा टाइम टेबल बनाएं जो कि प्रैक्टिकल हो, बिल्कुल ऐसा हो जिस पे अमल किया जा सके. बिल्कुल ऐसा नहीं कि आपने हवा में हवाई पुलाव बना दिए कि आज हम 4 किताबें भी पढ़ लेंगे, आज हम खेलने भी चले जाएंगे, साथ हम बागबानी भी करेंगे, पौधे भी लगाएंगे. सो ये सब नहीं है. आपने जो आपका डेली का टाइम टेबल है, बिल्कुल अपने आप को आपने परेशान नहीं करना. उसी के अंदर तमाम एक्टिविटीज बच्चों की शामिल करनी है. खाना खाते वक्त बच्चों से कहना आप भी आके हमारे साथ बैठो. इसी तरह से प्लेटें रखते वक्त कहना कि आप प्लेटें रख के आओ. सो आपने रिवॉर्ड थ्योरी रखनी है, यानी कि आपने उनको इनाम देने हैं, कोई स्टार दे दें, कुछ खाने के लिए गिफ्ट दे दें, चॉकलेट्स दे दें. और अगर बच्चा बात नहीं सुनता तो आप वो चीज़ उससे ले लें. स्क्रीन टाइम आप उसका जो है वो लिमिट कर दें. All right, now she's saying, Hania Siddiqui Shanza, it is going to be amazing. Best of luck for everything. Thank you so much. Now Umair Azeen is saying, thanks dear. How to inculcate grammar, comprehension, and creative writing skills together for the reinforcement. So basically, she has included all of the topics, and she's talking about reinforcement, that how to plan reinforcement for grammar, comprehension, and creative writing skills together. Is she talking about incorporation of all the skills?
Yes, it sounds like. So for me, if you want to include comprehension, drama, and creative writing, you need to find a book that straight away intrigues that said child. And then from that book, you can reenact scenes or create scenes based on what's happened in the story. Your reading comprehension could be based around the text in the book, and creative writing could be based around the book as well. So the book is that essential part, and then everything else will come from it. So if you find something that you're very much interested in, it makes your life a million times easier. So those things can start coming off it.
All right. So you're talking about that we should follow a basic book, because books are a best resource for these comprehension, and the text is very age appropriate, and we should get the age appropriate text. And there we will be able to incorporate everything. And there is a reading strategy that I want to share. The 3 steps of reading. That number 1, I will discuss skim and scan. Do you think it is too early to discuss, or I just skip it? Skim and scan. Another thing that I wanted to discuss is read to the child, number 1. Number 2, read with the child. And number 3, ask the child to read. So when you go through the story 3 times, so you will be able to comprehend what is the writer talking about, how is he feeling, and what did he write, what are the character sketches, how many characters are there, what is the story, and maybe we can add pictures or stuff. Do you agree?
Absolutely. I think you have to have, if a child's new to reading, there's got to be a sense of actually you're reading with the child, you're hearing the child, and you're asking questions as reading is happening.
Exactly. So when you are hearing and you're asking questions, I'm going to translate it. आप एक ऐसी किताब लें जिसमें सारी चीजें शामिल हों. वैसे तो ये जो appropriate किताबें होती हैं, अगर नहीं भी है तो आपने बच्चे को comprehension इस तरीके से कराना है कि जब आप कह रहे हैं आप साथ साथ सवाल करें, तो 3 दफा दोहराई करें, रीडिंग 3 दफा करें, ताकि बच्चा आपके साथ सीख सके. पहली दफा आप बच्चे को पढ़कर सुनाएं ताकि परेशान ना हो. दूसरी दफा बच्चे के साथ पढ़ें, और तीसरी दफा बच्चे से कहें वो पढ़े. तर्जुमा करना चाहते हैं तो आप कर सकते हैं. Naveed Khan has just written Bluebird Khan. Maybe he wanted to tag somebody. All right. Atiba Mughal is saying how to deal with a kid whose focus span is less, attention span is less, and how I let my child sit in one place so he can focus on what I am teaching him. But I seriously do not agree, and I don't know, I do not like. I'm not very much in favor of sitting somewhere and focusing. Maybe let the child play, let the child be messy, let the child do whatever he wants, because he's a child. So we should not be expecting him at 3 years old to sit it somewhere and like be very focused. Yeah, what do you say?
You'll be very lucky to find a child that's willing to do that. Some children just won't, and you have to then explore what they are comfortable and want to do. You can still teach in any way possible. Some children just won't. And, I didn't at that age.
Exactly.
But I know children that I've taught children that do. So it's a case of, okay, how can I then work with the child that is here? You're trying to put something with something, trying to put a square into a circle box. It's not going to happen.
So, if I share my experience, I am dealing 14 years old students. So maybe elders. So what do? They don't sit at that very age. They're very curious about everything, about their surroundings. At that age, they're in their teenagers. They're not very much likely to sit. So how can we expect from 3 years old or 2 years old to be
exactly.
sitting?
Asking it's a big ask.
So we should let them explore the environment. That's what I suggest, and you agree with me. Thank you so much. So Farwa Jamal is saying how to teach mathematics to a child with SPD and ADHD. So
yeah, sorry, might be something different.
She mentioned SPD and ADHD.
Right. So, sensory processing disorder, right? Okay, so with that, You can work that quite nicely. So for them, you want something tangible. When I talk about tangible, I mean an actual thing. So you want something there. You're not going to get someone with ADHD and SPD to sit and look at a blank white sheet with. It's not going to happen. It may be later on, but at the start, it's not going to happen. So you need tangible, abstract things.
I want to add, I had a workshop in that I learned CPA approach, concrete, pictorial, and abstract
That's
approach.
what we teach in England, yeah.
Exactly. Rising Star is the series that we followed in Beacon House. So there we, exactly, Rising Star is a very good series. So there we learned that step that first of all, we are going to give them the concrete things and the same pictorial things, the pictures, and in the end, maybe in as the form of flashcards. In the end, they are going to do it as tables or pictorial pictographs and stuff. So I'm going to translate it. सो फरवा आपको बहुत अच्छे से पता है क्योंकि आप भी पढ़ा चुकी हैं बीकन हाउस में सीपीए अप्रोच के बारे में। तो वो कह रहे हैं कि जितना भी आप बच्चे को टेंजिबल और कॉन्क्रीट चीजें जितने बच्चों को आप ला कर देंगे, फिर आपने 3 स्टेप्स होते हैं जी, जिनको नहीं पता उनको भी मैं बता देती हूँ मैथ कराने के। सीपीए अप्रोच, कॉन्क्रीट, पिक्टोरियल, एब्स्ट्रैक्ट। कॉन्क्रीट जिसको आप टच कर सकें, ये देखें ये कॉन्क्रीट है, इसको मैं छू सकती हूँ, ये सब चीजें मेरे आगे पीछे कॉन्क्रीट हैं, ठीक है। नंबर 2 होता है पिक्टोरियल, जिसको आप देख सकें, जैसे कोई चार्ट्स हैं, पिक्चर्स हैं, वीडियोस हैं, और फिर तस्वीरें जैसे किताब में बनी होती हैं। और फिर उसके बाद आ जाता है ए एब्स्ट्रैक्ट, जो बच्चा दिमाग में मेंटली तौर पे जुबानी करता है, जैसे कि मेंटल मैथ वाला स्टेप आता है। अच्छा, बेसिकली वी डू समथिंग रॉन्ग, वी फॉलो द रॉन्ग प्रैक्टिस इन मोस्ट ऑफ द स्कूल्स, एंड दैट इज when it comes to math we start with abstract level. We expect from the child to learn the tables by drilling method, or just to do everything, the mathematical sums in your mind. And this is, I don't know, this is something we need to be focusing on.
Straight to abstract, we call it surface learning. You're only knowing what the book, the cover looks like. Actually, if you ask a deeper question, they have no idea.
No critical thinking.
But why? Show me how you know that information.
Exactly. Show me how. This is the best strategy. Show me how, and how and why questions maybe. And there were a lot of show and tell. Draw 4 for me. Maybe they can draw 4.
Show me 4 ways.
Maybe
show me 4 ways.
Exactly. Show me 4 ways. That is the strategy. Maybe the child can draw 4 lines. Maybe he can write 4. Maybe he can draw the table with 4 legs or something. So I think we will be discussing this again. So I'm going to the next comment. Safina Hanif Sheikh is saying, would like to know about reading methodology. So, Acha Patrick, I really want something from you. I want you to say this, because I told you you are Gora, and everybody would love to hear it from you, that you gave a video, you told the steps, and these steps were practically modeled by me. I put so much energy in arranging the resources. I told them step by step, starting with small letter sounds, then going to the letter names, and once you're done, then go to digraphs, trigraphs, quographs, what are graphemes, and associated sounds. Then I told them, I even uttered the sounds. From A to Z, I told them what does the letter, which letter makes what sound. Even I gave them the training on digraphs, but they still want something from you. So would you suggest my video for them in Urdu, or would you suggest something in English? So please.
I think if I was basing it on the English system, which is phases of phonics, you want to start with just the alphabet, the basic alphabet, which is based on reception preschool. You probably can't see it very well, but here we're just focusing on the 28 letters of the alphabet. And you're not asking them to memorize it, you're just trying to associate, well, apple. That's what you're trying to do. You're not trying to get, well, I know all the letters of the alphabet. That's not the goal here.
Exactly.
So you just understand what it is. And then you're moving on to phase 2, which is the 19 letters and start of digraphs.
Okay.
Yeah. So now we've got essentially, these are just things you can pull off online. If you just look for my phase sound mats, which is at the top, and I'll pop on the page later. You want to start on
I got this sound. I saw them on Twinkle website.
Yeah,
these sound mats at their phase 1 to 3. They are easily available, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Now, these are ones I just pulled off online that I know that I use and try to understand with the children.
Or maybe I can share that sound mat. Gigi, you were saying something.
So yeah, you just got to make sure you take the steps carefully. Do not rush them. I said in the video, if they do not understand basic phonemes, don't do digraphs. Don't
So this is very important. I want you to focus it that don't go to the next stage until the first is done. For example, saying that don't go to digraphs if you're not done with the phonemes, if you're not done with the basic sounds. So basically, we're going to focus on first 49 sounds, or maybe you can start with simple once you are done with that, then go to digraphs and like blending and everything. So language is difficult, and we will be focusing on that. And Patrick, there is one thing I want you to summarize. Then I'm going to I am going to announce something. Before that, I want you to summarize every aspect that you discussed.
Well, summarize this.
Maybe this, or maybe just an ending note from your side before like ending up.
In relation to the reading, or in general?
In general, maybe.
Well, I think for what I've heard is you've got to have an expectation. You've got to have a clear expectation for a child. Sounds like people are rushing to words or sentences before they know what they're doing. And what it sounds like, people are surface learning, teaching. You're trying to get them to do everything on top, but actually, what do we know underneath? And that comes from role play, pictorial, concrete. It comes from understanding phonemes before you go to trigraphs, and it's understanding those building blocks. So take your time. You know, people want quick fixes for being able to read quickly. You can if you follow the right steps.
So we should follow the right steps. Okay. Another thing, I'm going to be circulating a form, and that is that a form that I'm going to circulate a form in which you are going to give the feedback. This is for the members, and there is a paid homeschooling program for them. So if they are willing to enroll their child in that program, and how they want us to do it, video teaching, online teaching, session recording, or parent guided, whatever, everything has been there in the form. So I want them to fill it. So any other thing from you, if you want to add? That's it.
No, it's perfect. So again, obviously, any more questions, put them in the comment section below. And then what we can do is we can put them all together again and answer it in the next take. So don't be offended if we don't reply straight away. We want to make sure.
Next time, Patrick, what I'm thinking is maybe we can come live together. Or another thing that what I'm thinking for is that we are going to entertain one query. Like if we have discussed the reading thing, we are not going to discuss the reading thing again to save time and get to the others' comments as well. What do you say?
Yeah, right? We'll make it clear that that video or wherever it is associated with that. That
exactly. For example, you have shared the video of reading, and maybe we are going to share a writing video with them. So we will be putting those links there so that they are able to find those links. So I'm going to summarize it in Urdu. Just give me a minute, and that is, अच्छा जी, वो कह रहे हैं कि आपने बड़ा ही रोल प्लेस के साथ, तस्वीरों, फ्लैश कार्ड्स के साथ एंगेजिंग वे में कराना है. यही असली तरीका पढ़ाई का. आप बच्चे को रट्टा नहीं लगवा सकते, किताबें देके कहें कि आप भाई इसको पढ़ो रटो. नहीं, ये नहीं तरीका, गलत है. आप रूटीन बच्चे की बनाएं, उसके साथ देखें. अब जो सिचुएशन है ना, इसमें पेरेंट्स का सारा रोल है. जितना आप वालिदैन आगे बढ़ेंगे, आपके बच्चे की बेहतरी है. अगर आप उसके रूटीन नहीं सेट कर पाएंगे तो वो बच्चा स्टबर्न हो जाएगा, आपके हाथों से निकल जाएगा. एंड दिस इज द स्टेज जहाँ पे आपको, मैं ये नहीं कह रही कि आप उसके ऊपर पढ़ाई करें. 1 घंटा बहुत है पढ़ाई के लिए. जैसे 20 मिनट से स्टार्ट करें, 1 घंटा बहुत है. पर ये टाइम है कि आप प्लीज थोड़ा सा बच्चे को रूटीन बनाएं, उसको अच्छी सी चीजें ला कर दें, इंटरेक्टिव और इंगेजिंग चीजें ला कर दें. रीडिंग हमने डिस्कस किया, राइटिंग डिस्कस किया, इस तरह हमने सारी चीजें कवर की इसमें. अगर आपकी और कोई क्यूरीज कंसर्न्स हैं तो आप कमेंट बॉक्स में नीचे टाइप करेंगे. इसके अलावा हमने रीडिंग के लिए एक वीडियो मैंने शेयर की हुई, एक उन्होंने की हुई, आप दोनों देखें. और आपको अगर कोई सवाल है तो आप पूछ सकते हैं. एक फॉर्म आपसे शेयर किया जाएगा जिसमें आपने फीडबैक देना है, और हमारा एक पेड होम स्कूलिंग का प्रोग्राम है. अगर आप इंटरेस्टेड हैं अपने बच्चे को एनरोल करने के लिए तो प्लीज उसको फिल करिए. And thank you so much, and we will come again inshallah. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz. Thank you, Patrick, for joining us. I'm signing up. So we'll be having another meeting soon. Bye bye.